I'm not going to talk about anything for some of everything that I want to say. And I remember when the war started, as a proposer officer, I went to military college, 1982, and I'm one of administrator officer. Also, I work as a good shepherd, which I mean, I work as a reverend. As a community chairman, I work as a community treasurer, I work as a secretary general, I work as a community information and PR. I work as a community communication and public relations to promote peace building and encourage reconciliation among the South Sudanese communities in Melbourne and in the world. I have established a network for visiting our prison South Sudanese, in particular in the youth here in Victoria, and to encourage the state and federal government to include us in the process of offering correctional services and integrating them into the community. We will coordinate with the prison authority to establish rehabilitation program for our kids and the youth in the prison. We will request the Victoria government to establish training centers for our youth, educate our community members, youth and adults about existing rules and laws of the country, consult with the government department, job network and services provided about youth and adults employment in Victoria, establish youth programs such as sport activities, for example, soccer, basket, in order to keep them engaged daily, establish tuition program to help the young students in their school assignment academic work. Consult. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left? Okay. Education, Australian government and communities. I will request the Republic of South Sudan to establish embassy in Australia. Okay, these are some of the things I want to, I'm standing because I've seen my community in Southern Sudan here is divided. We have here Nuer Federal in the eastern part, and we have Equatoria. They are also standing alone. But we here, we say as the Southern Sudanese, here, we still have time? Okay, 3 minutes. So that is why I need us to come together because we raised our public, our flag. We raised it here in 2011. And that is why we should work as a one community. Bible says, somebody say I'm reverend, as I said it, but along the way I left it because now I want to work with the community. And this is something you should know it from today. Okay? Another thing I want to inform you about it is, Bible says, a divided nation or kingdom cannot stand. That is Mark chapter 3. Mark chapter 3, verse 24, 25. Okay? And we have seen when the old Sudan was divided, what happened? Southern Sudan came out. So I don't know other people, they want to come out from Southern Sudan? That is question mark for yourself. So we are divided, and that is why I want us to work together in the name of the Southern Sudan. Bible says also, a divided family cannot stand. That is verse 25. If the house is divided, the father and the mother are not working together, that family will fall apart. You see also now we are fighting ourselves. Have you not seen what is happening in South Sudan? We are the family. Do you want us to be fall apart? I want us to start from Victoria here. Our unity is the one who will give us that we'll go and do something in the south. But if we divide ourselves among our people, color, that thing we will not help in the South Sudan. And that is why I am here today to come and I gave my time. I'm doing Master of International Community Development. It's part of my practice. Okay? And that's why I want to serve you. If you want to work for someone to serve you, vote for me. But if you want to make it just a projection because this man is close with me, the South Sudan has fallen away. That's what I told you. Syria has fallen here, it is already fallen there. And we don't want to repeat. You here, you are the one to go to take the message, to bring the unity in the South there. So that's why I gave my time for you, so that I serve you. You don't want me because of so what? It is up to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Elijah. Next, for the chairman. Next, Peter Paul. You're welcome.
South Sudanese for you. South Sudanese for you. Why we can't say South Sudanese for you? Well, first of all, I would like to acknowledge South Sudanese sub-community leaders, former executive committee, electoral committee. I would like to acknowledge the presence of my uncle, Engineer John Marwell, is my MP in Cuba. Thank you for your presence. I think there are no better thing to say. We have seen a lot of things happening in our community. I will just go straight away. What I want to say is that I'm declaring my candidacy for the chairmanship. One of the things that I need to contest for, to deliver to you people, is unity of our people. We need inclusive South Sudanese community. I think that is very important. And now we're going to do it. I will engage the elders, religious leaders. I will engage with my leadership. And I speak Nuer and I have a relationship with them. And I'm married from Victoria. So I think it will be easy. My in-laws and the people that I have will support me. Okay. So the next thing is we have youth problem in Victoria. This is one of the biggest problems. Our young people are facing problems in the school. I work on transition program. The language school, English language school principle to intensify the introductory program before our kids transition to the high school. So I think it's one of the things. And then another problem, we find a community lawyer, South Sudanese community lawyer. We don't have that in Victoria. Because if we have a lawyer, I think our problem will be solved. This is one of the important things. I know even if we cry, we talk a lot, and we are not represented legally, we still face a lot of issues. So I will find you a lawyer. Coming to the next point, which is point number 3, I will engage families. I know there are separation and divorce that are happening. These are affecting our kids a lot. And that's why you see our kids on the street. So I will raise a urge all of us as parents to cooperate. Even after divorce and separation, we need to support our kids financially. We can give them something so that they feel that they are supported. It is our job as parents. It is our responsibility. So I will engage the parents to make sure they support their kids. So they take them to sport. That is what I will do. Another point, we will have community forums. Most of us don't understand actually what is happening. But if we have a forum, we can address our problem. We can write a recommendation to the government, and that we can have constructive ideas that we can give to the government. So for us to understand whether we are part of the problem or we don't have problem, we need a forum first. So I will do that. And then coming to media is one of the problems, because we have seen recently that we have been subjected to so many problems. Our kids on the street, African gangs, as we call it. I know our kids are victims, although there are problems, but we need to find engagement program. One of the things in media, I will engage media on positive contribution that we do, not the negative thing, because they don't even know what we do. We have people that are graduates, people are working, we pay taxes. We have people who are actually, they already bought property. They are living in local council, but people don't know that. So instead for me to fight the media, I will bring another media to fight with the media. So that's what I will do. Okay. And then funding social and cultural activities. That means the money that I receive from government does not belong to a station. It belongs to you. So I will make sure there is accountability and reporting. I will give the money to the community, sub-community leaders, and then you bring me back the report, I give it to the government. So I'm not going to own the money. I will give it to you. And then again, I will engage professionals, because the only problem in our community, we are used for money. And we have qualified people that can work for our community. So why don't you people stand up to work for our community? So in my leadership, I will make sure the skills that you have, I will use to help the community. I will make it. And then, because it's 1 minute, I will form an advisory committee. I think it's very important to have the elders among ourselves here. That's it. So we will have an advisory committee to make sure that they educate people on cultures, our good cultures, not the bad cultures, our good cultures, so we will engage them. I think that's it, all about me. So my name is Peter Mokwe from Toy Community. I work for different organizations, and I also work with Melbourne City Mission. As a private practitioner, I do mediation. So I have to make sure when I come to your house, when there is an understanding, I will use my skill to help you. So you will not pay for it. You will not pay for it. So that's what I will do. So finally, I would like to acknowledge my wife. She's here supporting me with my son. And I acknowledge all of you, because there is no leadership without being supported by your wife. She actually allowed me to serve this community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter Martel. I look good at my thing. First of all, I would like to acknowledge, or allow me to thank the electoral committee, which is led by Palakate. Thank you for the commitment and the hard work you have done so far. Ladies and gentlemen, the issues we are dealing with in this state of Victoria, they are not jokes. This is a serious matter. This is our future. This is the future of our children. This is a program that we need to focus on to establish a long-term, successful community. If you are not serious about this, please, I myself, Ding Duang, I'm here to do the real community service. If you want a community that you hear about, vote for other people. If you want a community that you see, vote for me. But first, before I get to it, allow me to introduce myself very well for those who don't know me. My name is Deng Duang Deng. I'm a married man. I have 5 beautiful children. I have a 12-year-old daughter. I have an 11-year-old daughter. I have a 10-year-old son. And I have a 4-year-old son. And I have a 2-year-old son. These are the people that I fear of. Because my family matters to me very much. If my family, if I have a plan to work hard for them, then I will reflect that onto your family as well. When it comes to my previous record and things I have achieved, in 2010, I have worked as a chairman of Madingawul Youth for 2 years. And in that 2 years, I have promised my community that I will make sure that I will unite, I will bring together the children of Madingawul so that they get to know each other. I promised them that I will organize cultural activities, sport activities, and I did that exactly in 2 years. And I kept my word. And then in 2012, my term finished. I gave my power, my office to my community chairperson. I believe he's around here somewhere. In 2014, I formed an organization, an advocacy group called the South Sudanese Australian Youth Association. And that organization, some of you here could be members of that organization. In that organization, we had 2 problems that we are facing. Now we were trying to tackle. One of them was to create a relationship with the police. Because back in the days, we used to have issues with the police. In this hall, right in this hall here, we have invited the police and we have talked with the police. We have advised them about all the grievances, all the discrimination we face. We've asked them a lot of questions. Why do we get to be pulled over? We have created a relationship. We've also said we're going to tackle or talk to the media. And I did that. If you know the reason why they no longer use the term South Sudanese on Channel 7 or 9, it is because myself and my team have spoken directly. We have written letters to the chairperson of the Australian Press Council, Professor David Wisbro. He came all the way from Sydney, and we did advise them. We talked to them. And then came the South Sudanese community, which we elected our brother Konmola, who have created an enormous network for our community. With Richard Davis here. We've worked together. We've met at many places together. Ladies and gentlemen, the issues we are facing are something that we all could see. We need a solution for it. And the solution is the matter of organizing ourselves. This state, or this country called Australia, is a place where a community manages itself. If you don't, that opportunity can be taken by the media, by the racist people against you. So ladies and gentlemen, the youth crime that is taking place is a matter that is born out of the fact that our youth are being left out of the system. I get hurt when I get to hear them being called thugs, criminals. When you refuse somebody to receive their welfare, what do you think they're going to do? When our community is not organized, what do you think our kids are going to do? Ladies and gentlemen, when I become the chairman of the South Sudanese community, instead of just talking, we need to have an office. I will establish the South Sudanese Community Office, whereby we create and initiate projects and ideas The Mungkin South Sudan community to be held in bags. We need to have a proper place. We need to have a proper place when one of our sons who is hungry at least have a place to come and drink water. When one of our elders is tired, and instead of sitting at cafe drinking coffee 24/7, there's a place for them to come and sit. When our mothers are looking for a house, a government house, there's an office where they can come in and ask for assistance. When there is our brother of ours in prison, we have brothers in prison who have been in prison for 3-4 years. These brothers, I believe they no longer have their shoes on, and we need to help them. So when you elect me, I will make sure that I will do something for elders, for children, and for those in prison, and for those who are sick. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben Duan. Our next candidate is Ring Mayan. Welcome.
Thank you, Brother Malik, and the electoral committee, our elders, South Sudanese sub-community, or General Assembly. General Assembly, welcome to the home of law, and welcome to the great debate. My name is Ring Mayan Kun Mayan, fourthly. Ya Jama Kerana Mana Duk fi Bush, Unamshi Wen Kanamna Maifa. Halina Pushul Modo. I'll go directly to the problem. The problem we're discussing today are the issues of our families. Meaning, the community is made up of parents and kids. These are the community. And these are the problem, these are the people that are facing the problem, the children and their parents. Then we need to find the solutions. We need to ask ourselves, what are the solutions? Not what I have done and what others have done. Before I go further, I would like to acknowledge people who have worked tirelessly for the last 15 or 17 years to see all of us come to this country. People like Ustaz William McKay and David Biel. These people have done a great work. That's why we are all here today. I acknowledge in this forum that because of that hard work, many of us have found themselves, including myself. When I came here as a teenager, I was 15 years old myself to this country in Victoria. I didn't pay a penny. And that's the work of Mr. or our leader, former leader, William McKay. He's the one who lobbied the government. Thank you. He's the one who lobbied the government to allow us to come in 2004 for free. Now all that have changed now. For you to bring your relative will cost you 10,000. I've just done it. I've just brought my last brother, my last member of my family. He's my youngest brother, Chan. He's the last person I've brought into this country. I've brought 64 people, families and individuals to this country. They're not only Jiang, I'm from Dinka. They are all Equatorian, Nuba Fogo, Darfurian Fogo, and Egyptian and I came as an individual. Okay, now the problem that we are facing is the problem of youth. As somebody who has worked before in police for 5 years, and I'm talking with authority, I've heard the other day that somebody have told me that Ring never worked in police before. I've got something for you guys to prove it. These are all my documents. If anybody wants to read or would like to see it, this is me. This is my report. And you can verify that with Queensland Police. Look, you can ask also what's the reason that I've joined the police forces in that time. In 2007, if you all remember, the former immigration minister, Kevin Andrew, lambasted all the South Sudanese that they are all failing and they are not integrating. When in fact, we are all integrating perfectly. We were succeeding, but our kids need to be brought down. Now he did that because he was lobbying for his vote. The same thing today, we see it 10 years later on, it's going to be repeated by Peter Dutton. That's the reason I joined the very police in 2007 in Queensland. And I've challenged, I've worked in the ethical command, hand in hand with the former commissioner. His name is Bob Atkinson in Queensland. And that's where the problem have occurred in that time. Young kids in Queensland, they were lambasted because there were majority of South Sudanese in that area. They were seen as criminal. I've worked in Ethical Command in the Police Information Center, and if you go back in 2010, if I've got police certificate like these ones I've got here, these certificates bears my name. This is my clearance, by the way. That's me, I'm well vetted. I don't have any criminal record. It's clean. You can see it. Fast forward. This is, now a lot of people talk about me being a newcomer. That's true, right? I was brought to this country, but because I was looking for jobs, I was looking for studies, good universities, and I've traveled around, and I've done my studies, I have done my work. Now, that shouldn't be held against me. I was brought to this country, now I want to return back, I want to settle, I want to have a family. That's why I came back, because I've seen my country, my people, my countrymen and women and children are suffering in this country, in this state. And that's the reason I came back here, because majority of them are here. I never have done work before in Ethical Command in Queensland, where our image now is perfect over there. You don't hear anything. You can see also my background here, education, I don't know where they are. I don't know why I can't see my education background. Where were they? Okay. I've got a Bachelor of Criminal Justice, and I've got 2 masters. I don't know where the other masters is not here. That was the policy. It's been dismissed. But that's okay. Let me get down let me get down to what I want to do. 2 minutes. There's something that's called the task force. Let us be clear, as somebody have worked before in Queensland Police Services, I have seen what they do. Task force is not too good. It's no good. I can tell you guys that. It's never good. We can only work around it. This is what I would do. First of all, if any child, anybody, we have seen a lot of death in this state, and we don't ask, our leaders don't ask about it. They don't talk about it. We would have leaders or elders, ethical committee that would be here, would work in hand with me. I can't do it alone. I need the assistance of the elders who are sitting here to be working with me, advising me, and working in hand with them. So that means any child that is captured is taken to the watch house, we'll go through them. Any child is going to the court, we'll go through them. Any child come out, we'll go through them. Their parents will know what these children have done and how their problem can be solved. And I've got a lot of policies. My deputies here will be able to elaborate on that. But كلام أنا أتكلم حاجات فاتحة ساكن حاجات أنا اشتغلت وعملت هنا كلام ما ينفع. أنا نعمل حاجات اللي ينفع الناس بود الناس قدام. وشكرا لكم أنا هجيب هنا.
Our next candidate. Our next candidate is Gabriel.